We're literally surrounded by seawater, both physically in terms of the oceans and the seas, but also every one of our cells is bathed in seawater. Human life depends on a delicate balance of water and electrolytes. The main electrolyte being sodium. Every day we're told to hydrate, but what exactly does that mean? My education in the field of rehydration therapy began not in a textbook, but in a jungle. As a young medical student at the Mayo Clinic, I had volunteered to work in a remote mountain village in Guatemala. That summer saw an outbreak of cholera, a devastating disease that took many lives. The fastest way to die from dehydration is cholera. Cholera disrupts our ability not only to absorb water and electrolytes, but it also causes a massive effusion or a massive amount of water and electrolytes to be lost. We saw many people in Guatemala literally on death's doorstep. They needed rapid rehydration. But even when we had saline bags and needles, finding and sticking a collapsed vein of a dehydrated person is horrendously difficult. With small children, it's almost impossible. And I think this is what led to the unfortunate experience of seeing some young children die. Because of the inherent problems with IV therapy in this setting, we resorted to administering oral rehydration solutions. Adults could will themselves to drinking it, but most children spit it up because of the taste. For the patients who drank it, the effects were incredible, more than incredible. They defeated dehydration. They survived. At that time, I wrote to my mentor at the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Walter Franz. I explained to him my experience of how fast an individual can die and how another so close to death, blood pressure 0/0, can bounce back so quickly. I had learned there in the jungle that oral pathways for fluids to be reabsorbed existed, and we were seeing how a simple solution standardized by the World Health Organization in the last century was using those pathways to make people better very quickly. And it's not just about developing world epidemics like cholera. Dehydration from infectious diarrhea, whether from a bad flu, bad water, or bad sushi, is a major health problem even in the developed world. It ranks as the second leading cause of preventable death globally for children younger than 5. And this is what started me on the long quest. Why wasn't this amazing discovery being used more widely, from disaster zones to sports fields to the home of a sick child? I thought, if I could improve on this WHO formula, make it more palatable, there was a huge opportunity to save lives and make people's lives better. So this challenge became a passion of mine. I wanted to create a medically relevant oral rehydration solution that people would actually use. After years of research, I refined the standard oral rehydration solution used by the World Health Organization, a precise mixture of water, electrolytes, and sugars. I added some extra elements, and I made it taste good. I named it Drip Drop, and in 2013, we received a US patent. It really is a simple solution. Now I had to get it out there and change people's minds about hydration. Mothers and fathers needed to stop giving sick children the wrong things. Sport enthusiasts needed to overcome myths. Doctors and nurses needed to understand that there's a safer, easier, less painful, and less costly alternative to sticking IV needles. I started in Haiti. Later that year, I went to Pakistan. Years later, my testing and refining of the product led me to the Philippines, Nepal, Ecuador, and in the process, I've become a disaster medicine specialist of sorts. This confidence of using Drip Drop in the most extreme circumstances, I think, has permeated the culture of our company in that we know that what we are providing is absolutely the best rehydration product on the market. The quest is not over. We continue to work with the academic and medical community to advance the science of rehydration. And by working to educate pharmacists, nurses, doctors, aid workers, moms and dads, we can bring to the world a simple and powerful medical solution. The hope behind Drip Drop is that we can not only reduce suffering and save lives at home and abroad, but also enable people everywhere to thrive and perform at their personal best.